In this video, I'm going to explain how Rarity, foil cards, and exclusive cards work for Age of Sigmar champions.
Okay.
Welcome, Wargamers. Doug here from 2+ Stuff, and I've been doing a lot more coverage of Age of Sigmar Champions. It is a game that I am very excited about, and it went live this last week. So if you saw my review, I kept talking about it was all up to when the app goes live for online play. Well, it went live this week, and so you should go check it out. I'll throw my gamer tag up here if you want to go ahead and add me as a friend and challenge me and beat me just like you would if you were playing miniatures. But as I was watching a bunch of basically reviews of all their other campaign decks, the starter decks they got, a question that I saw come up on multiple channels was, how do rare cards work? What is the rarity like? Because you have some foil cards, but they don't necessarily seem rare. It's a little bit confusing, and that's what we're going to explore here today. So headed over to the Age of Sigmar Champions page. We're looking at decks and strategy, their main page, and they show you, hey, here's the campaign decks. Obviously we know that. And they tell you what's inside of them, a little bit of blurb about each one of those, kind of trying to surmise the Grand Alliances is it's a challenging endeavor, and they do okay. Moving down here, it tells you a booster pack. Now we're just going to investigate this because this is kind of where the confusion started. So in each one, you get 13 cards. You get 6 common, 3 uncommon, 1 rare, 2 guaranteed champions or blessings, any combination thereof, and 1 guaranteed foil. Now we learned from this a few things. One is that the foil card and the rare card are not necessarily the same thing. This is a sharp contrast to things like first generation, like Pokemon, where like Charizard was always a foil card because that denoted rarity, but that's not the case here. Nor is it like in other card games, Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, where you can get an exclusive card that you can buy, like the tins that have the foil card in there, where it's not rare because anyone can buy them really cheaply. It's just an exclusive thing for that pack. One thing I also want to point out here is that in every pack of cards, you get a card that looks like this, the booster card. If you scan that, you get a free digital pack of cards as well. I think there's like 5 you get for each one of these things, so that greatly increases the value if you play the physical game as well as the digital one. So to find out more about Rarity, we're going to go up to this little decks and packs section and go to the card database. Now I gushed about this in the app because I think knowledge is really the key to power when it comes to these kinds of games. And we can show the advanced filters here. And of course you have your Rarity. We're going to be explaining how these all work. Let's go with common. On the card itself, any given card, you can actually see one, obviously it says it is a common card in the database, but if you're looking at the physical card, there is a telltale sign. You see here on the bottom, just left kind of this bottom center of the card, there is this bronze diamond that denotes common cards. Very easy to find, obviously. And then we're going to go up to uncommon, and you'll see that the exact same thing. It says it on database, of course, but on the card itself, it is sort of a silver diamond here with a little diamond inside of it. And then if we go over to rare ones, this one is going to be kind of a gold double diamond thing. I don't know how else to say that, but it's a square within a square, and it really quickly tells you and denotes it. Just for the record, this card database is absolutely incredible. These file sizes for these pictures, if you ever need to do a reference, are massive, and so you can get some cool art pictures as well as just good information if you're looking to do content creation for this game. So that's how you can tell from a card that's on it. And so this has been huge, because when I got my first pack, I had no idea what I was looking at because, frankly, none of it made any sense. You open it up, and I was kind of trained as a child, like your foil card is your rare one, but obviously that's not the case. My foil card was some like common Griff Charger thing for Order, which I haven't played Order decks yet, and my rare card was Gordrak, Fist of Gork, so that was kind of fitting because it came in a destruction pack. But the two don't have to be the same thing. But moving into foils, like I said, sometimes they use those as promotional things, exclusives, or denote rarity. Really, a foil card is just an aesthetically pleasing addition to the game. Any card can be a foil card, and that's pretty great. Actually, this is the one that I got, the Alpha Griff Charger. So, it doesn't have anything to do with rarity, nothing like that. It's just something kind of cool to make your deck look a little special and feel a little special. But now we're going to talk about something that did kind of concern me in the very beginning, and that is how the company is going to handle exclusive cards. Many times for campaigns, for matched play, for events, they'll come out with an exclusive card. Now in some game systems this is pretty crummy because you'll get a card that's incredibly good and you can't get it anywhere else, so your average player cannot have access to it, which is kind of a bummer because you're kind of disincentivizing people to play if they can't go to these large events. And so I was very curious to see how PlayFusion was going to handle the idea of exclusive cards, and they actually have a few, so let's take a look. If we go here and go to exclusive, we're shown a bunch of cards. So here's the interesting thing. They don't look very special, but if you click on this one, for example, you will see that there is an uncommon version, okay, with the silver diamond we talked about, and next to it is an exclusive one. If you click that, it is the exact same card with alternate art. So this is something that Star Wars X-Wing did for a while. You would get like alternate pilot cards for your games, and it's just different art, just something to look different and special, and then again aesthetically stand out, add a little flair to your deck in your army or whatever it is. And I absolutely love this. I think it's incredibly cool. I'm kind of curious as to why the exclusive one is in black and white, but I love the red border and trim. It just looks great. And so those are the kinds of rewards that I'm excited about. I don't want anything game-breaking being released at an event, because that unbalances the game in favor of people who play competitively tournament style. And so I just wanted something that was a little bit special. But there are a series of cards that are exclusive that you cannot get normally. So for example, I believe this is one of them. Yes, so this is only exclusive. There are 4 blessings, one for each Grand Alliance, and they are exclusive. Now, I kind of missed the boat on how you get the exclusive ones, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm not quite sure where they're being dealt out, or if it was part of like, thank you for being part of the beta, here's an exclusive card. No idea. Anyway, I looked through all of them, and compared to other blessings, they're on par. Nothing stands out as being totally unique. It's just a cool looking card. So there are at least 4 that are truly exclusive, but I don't see them as being very unique. The effects are kind of copy and paste from other blessings, and so nothing quite unique about them. But of course, the exclusive art forms are really where it's at, and I think they're going to be by far the most popular. As they have said in their announcements, this next coming month they're really going to be pushing match play and ranking and all those kinds of things to get the game kind of up and running in a competitive sense. I think these kinds of alternate art exclusive cards are the kind of things that we're going to be looking at. And so if you have not tried the game, I really highly recommend you do. I'm going to do another video here pretty quickly about how you can get started for absolutely free, just to try it out. And the reason I say that is it's a really fun game, but it might not, particularly your fancy, but I really enjoy it. It's a cool little lunch break thing, and seeing the way that they're handling promotion material and incentivizing gamers to go to events, I'm really excited about the balance of the game as well as kind of the player base and how they're responding to it. So friends, if you are interested in Age of Sigmar Champions, please let me know. Give me a subscribe down below, and we'll talk about it soon again. Thank you so much for watching, and happy wargaming, or card gaming.